Welcome to Houston as we prepare you for baseball from Minute Maid Park. Tonight, it's the home opener for this new season between the Oakland A's and the Houston Astros. Matt Vasgersian here with you. It's been a long off season, a lot of changes, but these folks here tonight are ready to get their first real look at their guys here this year. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. The staffs for these two teams sure to be a focal point as this series moves along.
Just like any team, pitching is going to be a key factor for this ball club as the year plays out. I'm sure the staff will have its ups and downs, but if they can pitch like they can, I think this team is going to be pretty successful.
All right, the stage is set. The starters get their final tosses in out in the bullpen, and we've got a good one in store for you, folks. Play-by-play is coming up next. Getting close to first pitch here. Let's listen in to public address announcer Alex Miniak.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Houston Astros.
And here's a shot of the Athletics starting lineup for this one. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, I'll keep an eye on the leadoff guy and see what he can do in this one. He's hitting over 400. Now, hold on. I know it's just April, but that's really impressive. And if you're hitting 400 in the backyard playing wiffle ball, you're still doing something pretty good. It's been a great start, and I'm interested to see if he can feed off of it the rest of the way.
Here's the first pitch to him. Underway now on a Friday night as the first pitch is swung on and missed for strike one. And fellas, these Astros entering play here tonight, they're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, we had a saying in Texas, hit or get left behind, and that's exactly what this team did in their last game. Scored a bunch of runs, but good approach at the plate, working the ball to all gaps, line to line. This team swung the bats well. I'm going to be looking for that again in this one.
Game time temperature here an even 60 degrees. The 1-1 home. Line drive to center field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So a good start to the inning for the A's as their leadoff hitter reaches base safely.
He was able to spit on that first slider right there, guys, but he didn't let the second one go. Able to execute and drive the baseball.
And that'll bring in Ramon Laureano. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Now the 0-1. Popped him up. Bregman is under it. And that's the first out of the inning. Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. First pitch of the at-bat. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Altuve to his right. He has it. Oh, he may have been a little disoriented there or something. That's going to allow his man to reach first safely.
And this is just a mental lapse right there. I know your catcher is good with the glove, but you simply can't throw home in this instant. Take the easy out, always.
Chris Davis is in with one away now as he swings and misses here at strike one. The 0-1 pitch. Fooled with the curveball there, and it's strike two.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
Working for the punch out and the offering. A bouncer up the middle. Scooped up. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. He had a homer in the ballgame yesterday afternoon. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. Grounded to the right. A tag for one. He'll throw home with it, but one's all they get as the run scores. Striding in for Oakland, Matt Chapman. And Oakland with an opportunity for more damage here in the first. First offering on its way. This one's down to third. Bregman fields it cleanly. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score. And that brings up Chad Pinder. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Olson on second. Chapman on at first with two down. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball. And set up behind the dish is Gary Simmons as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
D-Row, this Gary Simmons, he's the kind of umpire that pitchers really like to throw to.
Yeah, I'm okay with it though, Dan. You want to go east-west, I'll make the adjustment. It's the north-south that'll kill you. When you have two strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
The 0-2 once more. Swing and a miss at one in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning. So 2 runs on just 1 lone hit. 2 errors in the inning and 2 left. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the A's 2 and the Astros nothing. Time now for a quick look at the hometown Astros starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, what's the key to them starting out 1-0 here at home?
Well, Matt, this lineup finds themselves down 2 runs. Nothing crazy. Everyone relax. Stay within the game plan. Find a way to execute and get 1 run on the board and get back in this.
The left fielder.
Here comes the first pitch.
Brantley.
Swing and a liner, but foul. And Dan Dero, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. They come in on the heels of a victory last time out, but they've been in a bad stretch recently, losing 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, everyone always looks at the schedule, and these cross-country trips can be a bear. I always looked at him with a smile on my face. 5 hours in the plane with the boys, playing some cards, really coming together. I feel like that's where the chemistry of the team really starts to take shape on those long cross-country trips. Let's see how this team plays today.
Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. Ground ball right side. Olson is right there, and he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first.
Batting third.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. His career numbers against Minaya. He's got 5 base hits in 29 at-bats. He also has 1 home run. Simeon's there. Throw on to Olson will take care of him at first, and that ends the inning. Next up for the A's, Jurickson Profar. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Chopper foul. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Batting 9. The catcher, number 5.
So the base is empty here with 1 away. And here's the utility man, Chris Herman, to bat now. First pitch of the at-bat. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike.
Can't imagine he comes back with a 3rd breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
Here it comes on 0-2. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
Wow, talk about being efficient. How about 6 pitches, 2 strikeouts? Doesn't get much better than that.
Marcus Semien.
At the plate, Marcus Semien. First pitch of the at-bat. Skied down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Hard on the ground towards short. In a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the A's, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Here's Carlos Correa now.
For the Astros.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
This is line to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
Hey, nice leadoff single to start the second right there. They're already down. They got to find a way to stay on the attack and get back in this game. We'll see how they play it here.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. 3 hits for him in that ball game on Wednesday. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. A 1 pitch on its way. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Pinder giving chase. He gets to it and he botched it. Fortunately for him, though, no error on the bobble, and the runners will hold at first and second now. So some real problems out there that time as it'll wind up in E7. Here's George Springer. His career numbers against Minaya. He's a .355 hitter. He's also gone down on strikes 9 times. Grounder down the line at third. But this is foul for the first strike. And maybe trying to get him off stride at the plate, so he'll step out and ask for time. Correa at second. Bregman at first with no outs. Line drive to center field. And that's in there. Base hit. And they're content to play station to station here as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
Now's a good time for your pitcher to take a deep breath. He still has the lead, although it probably doesn't feel like it. So he can't worry about how he got into this mess. He just has to figure out how to get out of this mess.
So stepping in, Robinson Chirinos, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Hit hard on the ground to second. A bare hand for 1. On to first, and it's double play, though that first run of the ball game is across to score.
A base is loaded. Last thing you want to do is ground into a double play, and that's just what he does. 1 run scores, but you don't get an RBI in that spot. That's a rally killer.
Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. The 0-1 offering. Line towards center field. Base hit, and that'll get a run in. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. that'll bring up Aledmus Diaz. His career numbers against Minaya, just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. First offering on its way.
Nope, foul ball.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. This one's down to third. Chapman's got it, and he'll go the short way to retire the side. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Stepping up to the plate, Ramon Laureano. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, but everything looked clean. He was on time. He looked powerful in the box. I guarantee you he wants that swing back. He's still thinking about it as he walks to the plate right here.
And the pitch. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Reddick has a read on it. 1 away.
Now batting.
Digging in
Right
now,
fielder.
Stephen Piscotty. He reached base on an error and later came around to score last time up. First offering on its way. Hit hard down the right field line. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. This is on the ground over to first. Gurriel brings it in, and he'll step on first himself for the out. Here's Chris Davis now. He comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. Bregman gloves it. Onto the first baseman Gurriel, and that will end the inning. A's are gone in order. We'll go to the bottom of the third, all even at 2 apiece. So it's back to the top of the order now, and that brings in the left-handed hitting outfielder Michael Brantley.
Michael Brantley.
Now time asked for and granted by the home plate umpire. And now this at-bat just doesn't want to get off the ground as he'll step out for a second time. And now a pitch on the way. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Liner toward right center. And Brantley will reach. He's got a base hit.
Now batting, right fielder, Josh Reddick.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick. 0 for 1 here in the early going. He's set, and the pitch. Hit out towards second. To second for 1. On to first. Not in time as the umpire was right there to make the call.
Now batting, second baseman.
1 out now in the Houston third. And striding in the speedy second baseman Jose Altuve. First pitch of the at-bat. On a line to shortstop. And the runner gets back. No double play.
The batter, number
So
1.
it's a runner at first with 2 gone. And the former #1 overall pick and American League Rookie of the Year, Carlos Correa, bats next. Here's the first pitch to him. Line towards center field. Laureano is there, and it's a very quick inning as the side is retired. Now batting, Matt Olson as we begin the top of the 4th.
The first baseman, Matt Olson.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Reddick has a read on it, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman, reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around. First delivery to him on the way. No balls and 1 strike. Chapman A 25-year-old. He was a first-round pick during the 2014 draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
A ball and a strike to count to Matt Chapman. Into the corner and slicing foul. The 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball called just a bit low.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
Throw to first will take care of him. Score it 2-3 on the putout, and there are 2 gone now.
The batter.
2 away now in the Oakland fourth.
Chad.
And up next, the ever versatile Chad Pinder. Here it comes. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
You know, we saw these guys around the cage during batting practice, and they told us they were going to be aggressive. I think this is getting a little ridiculous. They better watch themselves. If they don't start putting balls in gaps, this guy's going to find himself in the 8th inning cruising.
2 runs on just 1 hit and 1 error on the Oakland line score. Here's another 0-2. Drilled down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line.
Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there. Dan was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late 2-out knock.
Well, this lineup is so deep, 1 through 9, they could put a hurting on you, and they're making him work, and he's given up a lot of base hits so far in this one. So far, this has not been an easy one for this pitcher.
Here's Jurickson Profar, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. And that's into the corner, a foul ball in right. Pinder, the runner at first with 2 gone. That's lifted the other way out to left. Brantley is under it, and the inning is over. Now at the plate, Alex Bregman, 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far.
The third baseman.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Bregman.
Line drive to center field, and that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. So the Astros put a man aboard to get the inning underway.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tough, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Line towards center field. But this is unfortunately right at him in center field as he takes it in for the first out.
The catcher, number 28.
So 1 gone in the inning here with a runner at first. And that'll bring up the catcher, Robinson Chirinos. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a liner. And that's in there. Base hit.
The first baseman, number 10, Ulieski.
So runners at first and second here with 1 away. And digging into bat next, the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swing and a liner. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
Now batting.
For the plate now is the designated hitter, Aledmus Diaz. First pitch on its way. On the ground to third. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Two left for the Astros. Through 4, we're deadlocked at 2 apiece.
And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Leading off for Oakland.
Thank you, Heidi. Coming to the plate now, Chris Herman. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
Line to shortstop, and there's one away.
The batter, number 10.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Marcus Semien. He singled and later scored back in the first, making him 1 for 2 so far. He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Popped him up. Correa over to his right. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
The batter.
Into the box, Ramon Laureano. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. McHugh into his motion. Here comes the first pitch. Now a little pop-up off toward the first base side. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. Halfway home, tied 2 apiece. And we're back in Houston. Welcome back to Minute Maid Park as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Astros manager A.J. Hinch between innings, specifically about his and he was very pleased with how little they're swinging and missing right now. They're currently averaging more than a hit per inning, while at the same time, they've yet to strike out a single time. We all know that's a rarity these days, but clearly the bat-on-ball approach is working for them.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Michael Brantley, a hit in 2 tries for him so far.
Brantley.
Hit softly down the line at first. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Line, but speared on a hop. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting.
So 1 away here with the bases empty. And that brings up the former Gold Glover Josh Reddick. Line towards center field. And that's going to be a base hit for Reddick.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hit streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
First offering on its way. Line toward the alley in left center. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 games so far. And that's the second out.
Oh, man, I don't know how that happened. Looked to be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden the throw comes in and they get the force on the plate. To be honest, that just can't happen.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Carlos Correa. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Now time called at the plate as he'll step out and try and start it again. From the stretch. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Chalk up another multi-hit game for this guy. He is absolutely on fire. He's been on a nice hot streak as of late, and I don't see it ending anytime soon.
Into the box, Alex Bregman, as he lines it out to center. That's in there, base hit. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. And obviously a big spot here with the bases loaded, so he'll step out to rethink things. And now still not ready just yet as he steps out for a second time here. Stepping in now, George Springer. Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Now the 0-1. Now a ball hit in the air, and this looks like it'll get him out of it. Piscotty is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. Astros leave him loaded through 5, all even at 2-2. Stepping in, Stephen Piscotty, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Here's the pitch.
Piscotty.
And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1. In there at the knees, 0-2 now.
Hey, I watched Tom Glavine master throwing changeups inside to right-handed batters and getting them to pull it foul. If this guy can command that front hip curveball, he's going to go to it all game.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Nope,
good waist pitch, 1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
The 1-2 is put in play to the right side of the infield. Altuve charging this one. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting.
So 1 gone for the A's in their half of the 6th. And that will bring up the big-time power bat of right-handed hitter Chris Davis. First delivery to him on the way. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Yeah, Matt, it's incredible to watch him go after guys. He's forcing a lot of early contact, and they haven't done a whole lot with the balls they put in play against him.
Right side, hit hard. Oh, he has some trouble with it. And a nice job to stay with it that time and get the second out of the inning.
Now batting.
Now at the plate, Matt Olson. 0 for 2 with a run batted in for him thus far. Here comes the first pitch. There's a breaking ball fouled off to the left for strike 1. 2 runs on 2 hits and 1 error on the Oakland line score.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
Here it comes on 0-2. And another foul ball. The 0-2 once more. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
Popped him up. Gurriel moving to his left. And that retires the side. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the home half. And we are tied 2-2. Next up for the Stros, Robinson Chirinos. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Good off-speed pitch had him out in front for strike 1. And he fouls this one off. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Right down Main Street, caught him looking.
Just flat out froze him there. Nothing too deceptive about that four-seam fastball. So
10.
I think he wasn't expecting it at all.
Gurriel.
In now, Yuli Gurriel. Down the third baseline. But this is foul for the first strike. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
Jeez, finally. That's the first ball they've taken all night. Do it again, I dare you.
Line drive to left. Pinder is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out.
The batter, the designated hitter, Aledmys Diaz.
Now in the box, Aledmys Diaz. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul. The windup and the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. 2 out, nobody on. Line towards center field. That gets down, and the inning continues.
Dan, that hit right there extends his hit
Now
streak
batting,
to 8 games.
left
Are you
fielder,
aware of stuff like
Michael.
that?
No doubt about it right now. He's swinging the bat really well, and after that knock right there, hey, listen, 8 games is nothing to sneeze at, so you can say, hey, he's going a whole calendar week with getting at least 1 base hit, so there's a lot of positives going on right now.
Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a liner, but foul. Maybe getting a little jumpy in the box, so he steps out and asks for time. Swing and a liner, but foul. And now maybe a mind game or two going on down there as he steps out a second time in the AB. And he'll step out for a third time now. Boy, rather indecisive up there. And he'll step out for a 4th time here. And now be careful, because I don't know many pitchers who care for these type of shenanigans. 0-2, here it comes. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Throw on to Olsen will take care of him at first, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Houston. 6 innings complete, all square at 2-2. Digging in, Matt Chapman. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
Into the box now, Chad Pinder. As he'll go after a curveball out of the zone to start the at-bat. It's 0-1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And this will be fouled away. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Again, he sends it out of play.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Another 0-2 coming. Hit hard down the line, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Here comes another 0-2. Popped him up. Chirinos waits on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting.
So 2 are gone now in the Oakland half of the 7th. And Jurickson Profar will be the next to bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. McHugh's ready. Here it is on 0-1. Line to the right side. Reddick is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. A's are gone in order, and this game is still tied at 2-2. Now at the plate, Josh Reddick.
Yeah, we thought we might be seeing the end of the road for the starter, but clearly he's still in there for at least one more hitter.
Yeah, I'm not sure, Matty, but I think this lefty-lefty matchup right here may have been enough to convince the manager to stay with him. So we'll see if it works out.
And there's one away.
Now batting.
So coming to the plate, Jose Altuve, not providing much out of the 3-hole in this one. Hitless in 3 at-bats so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Push to the right side, and this is taken for the out. So here's the cleanup hitter, Carlos Correa. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit back up the middle. On the first, and this will remain a tie ball game. Robbie Grossman is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th.
Number 17, Robbie Grossman.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. On the move is Reddick, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Now batting.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Marcus Semien. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
The difference between 0-1 and 1-0 is so monumental, and this guy has been on top of his game all day, attacking the zone and getting ahead of these hitters.
And it's quickly 0-2. 1 out, nobody on. Swing and a liner. Foul. And this is swung on and missed to a are quickly retired to start inning number 8.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Here comes the first pitch. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Got him reaching there. Strike 2.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff. He is pounding the zone. He's got 2 quick outs. You better pull the trigger.
Into the windup with the 0-2. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Nothing across here this half of the inning. Home half of the 8th straight ahead, and we are tied 2-2. Joaquin Soria is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
48, Joaquin Soria.
Josh Begley is into the ball game here as he takes over behind the plate.
Number 19.
Stepping up now, Alex Bregman. Lifetime numbers against Soria. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Hit hard towards center. And this is going to get down for what should be extra bases. And there's your potential go-ahead run. And your go-ahead run is in at second base here with a leadoff double.
As we take a look at the replay here, you can see that it was a hanging changeup. Nice job of staying back on it, and he's able to tattoo it for a double. And you know, if that pitch would have supplied more velocity, it might have been out of here. He hit it right on the screws.
Runner at second now, nobody out. And former World Series MVP George Springer bats next. Hit sharply on the ground. Simeon's got it. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
The catcher, number 28.
Ready for another chance? Robinson Chirinos is working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
Boy, this is a dicey situation right here, D-Ware. With the runner in scoring position, the sac fly brings that run in. This is where you're going to really have to try to keep the ball on the ground as a pitcher. What do you want to do as a hitter, D-Ro?
Yeah, right here, you are looking for anything above the belt. You see it. You have to let it go. This is where you have to check your ego at the door. Something has to...
He's in there at the plate, and they've taken the lead here in the 8th.
Hey, putting together good at-bats late in games can really help out. And how about this sac fly right here? Good at-bat that leads to his team getting the lead here in the late innings.
Ready once again, Yuli Gurriel. Bases empty and 2 gone following the sacrifice fly. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Liner towards second. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Trying to bust him in, D-Ro, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player. Fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Standing in now, Aledmus Diaz. Right at the third baseman, and that'll end the inning. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. 9th inning coming up. It's the Astros 3 and the A's 2. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Stephen Piscotty, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Piscotty.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1. This is line to left. Brentley is there. 1 quick out to start inning number 9.
Boy, talk about hitting into some rough luck. That was an absolute bullet to the outfield that gets caught, and he would have represented the tying run.
First pitch on its way. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Looking at his career totals, Davis hits in the 240s, so there's room for improvement in that regard.
You know, Matty, you could throw out batting average when you're working with an OPS north of 800. This guy does damage and would be in my lineup every day of the week.
And he'll take this on to first, and they're down to their final out, 2 away. In now, Matt Olson. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Bounce towards the second baseman. Throw to first will be in time to get him. And the Astros have taken the opener here at home as this ball game is over.
Wow, talk about total dominance. 9 innings, only 2 hits allowed. That's about as good as it gets. This guy was as good in the 9th inning as he was in the first. So close to baseball history.
3-2 the finish in tonight's game. The Stros came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Colin McHugh gets the win on the mound, his first of the year, and records a complete game 2-hitter in doing so. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Fans, our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Astros, 3 runs, 12 hits, 2 errors. They left 9 runners on base.